Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today's the last day of using the Tarte palettes, and it's been fun, interesting. There's been some good ones, there's been some, not my color story palettes. But this one I had forgotten all about, to be honest with you. And I didn't think this was a Tarte palette, to be honest with you. I really didn't. And I overlooked it. But now I have it. We done a look with it. I saved this for last because I really just didn't know about this palette. But this is what it looks like. It is called Let It Rainbow. And this is what it looks like. Oop. Now there are two, I don't know if you want to call them metallic, satin shades maybe, I don't know. And then the rest are mattes. I will say, I'm quite impressed. Because, honestly, let's get real, my skill level is not there. And these shadows performed okay. Let's go with the first shade so I can show you. So this is a yellow. It says go for it. I'm going to start with that. And I'm just going to, like, load my brush up. It's a yellow, you know? And we're going to start with that. And I do have to build it up, but not that much. And it stays true to color, to be honest with you. And I don't know why I'm surprised. Like, this isn't the most vibrant palette, okay? So, you know, we're not looking at, like, this isn't a glam light palette, so to say. You know what I mean? Or a... It's really not even a... it's better than... I would say it's easier to work with this than Morphe palettes. I would say it's about even with ColourPop. Because I can work with ColourPop pretty well, for the most part. I mean, I can work with Morphe palettes too, depending on the palette, but... I mean, it's pretty true to color, you see what I mean? Like, you can see the yellow, it's there, you know what I mean? And again, you can kind of build it up. It's not like as I apply it, it just like brushes away or anything. It does build up. So it does give you what, you know, is in the pan. Like, it shows up. I hope you can see that though. But here's the thing. I just never thought of Tarte colorful, you know what I mean? It says this is it. It's the next shade. And really, I thought this was more of a red right here. But it's not. It is true to color. I mean, it does look like this when it goes on the eye. It's more like a maroon, I guess, maybe? A rose? Dark rose? I don't know. It's more pinky red than it is red, or pinky purple red, really, than it is a red. But it builds and applies nicely. Like, I was really surprised with the palette. Not because, you know, I didn't like the quality. Honestly, I knew the quality would be there. I just felt like maybe the color would be very light, almost. You know what I mean? Because Tarte's known for their, you know, natural colors. Neutral colors, more or less. I mean, other than the Juicy palette, you get a little bit of, you know, pinky color. But I kept thinking, do I need this palette, though? That's the other thing. Do I need it in my collection with everything I have? And I kind of don't. Because I have rainbow palettes. I have colorful palettes. But now that I've used it and the way it performs, I kind of do want to keep it. just for certain shades even, like, I think it's worth keeping. Because it's just so quick and easy to use. And that says a lot, being a colorful palette, because usually a colorful palette's going to take me a while to create a look. Because, like, come on, I'm not very good at it due to the fact that I'm not a makeup artist, number one. And number two, I don't know really, like, what to do, like, as far as colorful look, you know what I mean, when I'm creating looks. But I found that this palette was kind of easy to use, and the colors just went into each other very nicely. As far as blending goes, I mean, I spent a little bit of time going back and forth. Nothing, like, too major, though, by no means, you know. And probably the longest thing was just trying to pick out the colors. Like, I did sit there for a second trying to figure out, like, you know, what to blend together. Because I didn't want it to look muddy or anything like that, so. But all in all, I think it turned out really well, to be honest with you. And like I said, you can see how they blend into each other nicely. I mean, I don't see a problem, you know what I mean? So the next shade I want to go into is Hustle. Now this one kind of did scare me because it's a blue. I'm not going to lie. But look at that pigment though. Like, it is there. It's here to play. But it blended out nicely. It went on nicely. Like, I didn't have any problems out of it at all. Other than it's probably going to stain this brush. But again, I'm going in very softly, very easy. Because, you know, I don't want to go in too much and then have it messed up. And also, I like this brush. I picked this brush up yesterday. It's a Profusion brush. I was actually going to buy a palette, but a while back I had a palette that was a Profusion palette, and it was like face and everything. Face, it had like blush or something in it. I don't know. But like, it wasn't something I really used or thought was like something special. But I did want to try just a regular eyeshadow palette from them to see. But I have so many palettes that, and so many brands I like. But I do want like a variety of palettes, like different price points and stuff. Because not everybody can afford the same thing, you know. And I have hooded eyes, and this brush here is just so pointed and small and nice. I mean, like, you can really get it in there and see what you're doing and all that good stuff. Like, it really is nice. Get a little darker. I can't see really. That's the problem again. Like I say over and over again, doing your eyes when I first, it is so hard. But you can even see with this blue that it builds up, you know what I mean? It doesn't just like dust away. I think that's what I was really scared of, is it just dusting away. I don't know why though. I should have known Tarte would be okay using it. And it was, it really is. Alright, I'm going to go back into that second shade I used. Because I don't want to lose any of these shades. But look how nice they just blend together. And it doesn't look like it's a muddy mess. And like, I so appreciate that part there, big time. Especially, you know, the fact that I don't know what I'm doing. And it's not making a mess means a lot, you know? I would say that I do prefer, like, Tarte's neutral palettes, obviously, over this. But they did kind of step out of the box, you know? So you gotta give them credit for that. And people ask for these companies to step out of the box, so I would have to say this probably came out in, I think, if I recall, it came out in a Pride collection a couple years ago, but I don't remember to be exact. I mean, only because of the name of it and the fact that Tarte really never comes out with colors. I have to assume it. But I could be wrong. But all in all, I'm really impressed with this. I mean, really impressed. Okay, so let's go into the shade Ambitious, and I'm going to run it on the lower lash line. If I have to darken that blue up again, I will. I swear I think this is my favorite brush for going under my lash line now. And I've almost got it narrowed down to my favorite brushes. That I like to use for my eye shape and stuff. So, like, I'm really having a good time doing this. Just because I'm learning, like, what I like, what I don't like. And you would think that I would already know that, but I don't. Although there's not much I don't like either. I can agree with people on, like, companies' repetition and stuff, but doesn't mean I don't like it. You know what I mean? It's like, if that's what they're known for, you know. I also, like I said, if I didn't say it, I'm saying it now. I didn't get any fallout. I'm going to go into Risk Taker. I'm not going to wet it. And it's a purple. And I'm going to place it on my outer lid here. Just patting it on. And I got this brush too. It was a set of Profusion brushes. I think it was 3 of them. May have been 4, but I think it's 3. And this is the other brush that I really liked in the set. I like this purple too. I mean, are these shades anything new? No. But for Tarte, they are. That's the thing. No brand can do something really brand new anymore when it comes to a color story. We've got those colors probably 10 times over in our collection. But maybe not by that particular brand. Okay, I'm just going to take about halfway over. I do like that color though. It'd probably be a lot prettier wet. But it is nice. Okay, then I'm going to go into the shade Happening. I'll put that, again, patting it, not spraying it. And we're going to put it on the inner part of the lid. I kind of feel like a mermaid. But look how easy it is to use. Like I said, color's not my thing. But I will say that using this palette was easy to make it my thing. To create a look that I did like. It's a pretty color too. And I tried to use as many of the colors as I could so we could see how they perform. Look at that though. Is that not pretty? For real? Like, that is really pretty, I think. Okay, I'm going to go back into that purple shade. And sort of just mix them together a little bit. Sort of mix them together. There we go. I think that looks really good. Like, it looks so pretty. I really do like it. And then for the inner corner, they didn't, you know, there's not really an inner corner shade. So I just took my highlighter and picked it up and put it in my inner corner. Like that. And then for the inner waterline, upper and lower waterline, I'm going to go in with Kicker by ColourPop and line my waterline. Okay, and then we will curl the lashes. Well, let me make sure I don't have to go back in with anything here. Let me just touch that blue up just a little bit. Okay. I think we got it the same. Alright, then curl the lashes. Gotta get close to this there though, because we all know me, and I will make a mess of my mascara big time. That was my Starrett eyelash curler. Then I'm going to go in with Flawless, the one and done mascara. I think this look also, as I always say, will look good with false lashes, but we all know I don't do that. It's so hard for me to do mascara anymore. My eyes just make it harder and harder sometimes. And then some days I feel like I'm having a good lash day, and then some days I'm like, what is going on? Today, what is going on with my lashes? I do not know. Alright, I think that's as good as it's going to get for the top lashes. And then for bottom lashes, we're going to go into the MAC Giga Extended Play Giga Black Lash. And put that on my lower lashes. Alright, there we go. And this is the final look. Using the palette Let It Rainbow by Tarte. And I really think that the look turned out really good. This is what it looks like. I do. I feel like it turned out really good. I overall like the color story. I feel like you can get quite a few looks, and you can even, do it softer if you wanted to. You don't have to go as deep and dark or anything. So I do feel like you have options here. I do wish there was a lighter color, but since they're trying to base it off of the rainbow, I get it. I don't know if they necessarily nailed that rainbow or not, but we'll go with it, because to me that's not a true red. But, but for what it is, and the fact that it's Tarte, the brand, they came out with a color story. A is different. B, the colors work beautifully. No problems at all with any of them. Blending, building, perfect. Working together, perfect. So, I really enjoyed this palette. I don't know if you can find it online anywhere, If you can, if you stumble across it and you feel like you can get it for a good price, you won't have any issues. If you're a beginner, or if you're just looking for a small, compact, colors, just to have some colors in your collection. But overall, I liked it. I really did. And for Tarte, I like this more than I actually like the Toasted palette, or even the In Bloom, the smaller In Bloom, not the Full Bloom, because I do like that palette. I believe that palette and the Big Juicy palette are my two favorite palettes from Tarte, to be honest with you. I really enjoy those two. So really, if I'm thinking about it, I could let them all go and just keep those two in this color story, and I'd be happy, to be honest, if I was just going to work out of colors and neutrals and stuff from the brand Tarte. So with that said, I hope this video helped in some way. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all, that way you're notified when I do upload. And let me know if there's a certain brand you want me to do next. I'm done with Tarte, so I'm thinking maybe Urban Decay. Maybe stick with those brands first. The mid-range brands, and then move into higher. Or should I go from like this to like higher grade? Like maybe go to Natasha Denona now or something. I don't know. Let me know. But until next time, stay safe and stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.